longing before. You know, the masters show me someone who's longing. So
Right.
Look at that plant behind you. It's a real example of longing.
We were just talking about how it needs to be transplanted.
Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to get ready to
Say something loud in your language. Don't scare them.
no, these guys need to come up and do their additional poetry.
So we're starting again.
We're starting again. So this particular poem
Oh, okay.
is going to be more about
Oh, it's Janet.
you guys, all you lovers out there. So he is talking about you, and these three gentlemen are going to be reading a poem called "All You Lovers." So take it away.
May you always enjoy your pleasures, all you lovers, for it is from you that sweetness comes into this world, all you lovers. The sweetness and bubbling of the lovers reaches high heaven. This caravan has moved beyond the heavens and the earth, all you lovers. What can I say from the shore of the sea? For the sea of life has no shore. It is way beyond space and no space, all you lovers. We are the examples of waves rising and prostrating, until a sign is seen from the unseen, all you lovers. If they ask you all, who are you? All you with drunken nodding heads, tell them we are the life, inside your life, all you lovers. The sea of life is forgiving to those who can swim in its depths, for he gives away jewels for free, all you lovers. Complaining this happened and that happened, puts people in a chest. We are free again from this way and that way, all you lovers. You thought you shot the arrow, but we shot the arrow. Comes from the unmanifest hunting grounds, sends bowless arrows flying, all you lovers. When I was dismayed from searching in my heart, I came and saw my beloved asleep with the beloved, all you lovers. I said to my heart, good choice, and my heart laughed and said, the flower sits in the field of flowers, all you lovers. Under my feet are flowers, under theirs is mud. When I march in the midst of the non-believers, all you lovers. Auspicious times it is when we, from the drunkenness of the beloved, are also drunk and cannot tell the heavens from a thread, all you lovers. This sea of love is in a delicate state of suspension, not under, not over, and not in between, all you lovers. As soon as we see the ray of light of the sun of Tabriz from the east, the earth and the heavens become pure and absolute life, all you lovers.
So I'll read the Persian version of this, and there it is. He says, عیش هاتون نوش بادا هر زمان ای عاشقان. All you lovers is ای عاشقان. و از شما کان شکر باد این جهان ای عاشقان. نوش و جوش عاشقان تا عرش و تا کرسی رسید. برگذشت از عرش و فرش این کاروان ای عاشقان. از لب دریا چه گویم لب ندارد بحر جان. برفزوده است از مکان و لا مکان ای عاشقان. So he says, he's referring to all the lovers, and he says, may you always enjoy your pleasures, all you lovers. For it is from you that sweetness comes into the world. It's from you that sweetness comes into the world. And the sweetness and bubbling of lovers, this sweetness that you create, reaches high heaven. This caravan has moved beyond the heavens and the earth. So it's all encompassing. It's, you know, it's not localized in any particular way. What can I say from the shore of the sea? For the sea of life has no shore. It is way beyond space and no space. So there's a distinction he makes between makan and la makan, space and the absence of space. So it's sort of that borderline between space when creation begins, non-creation and creation. He says it has no shore. It is way beyond space and no space, you lovers. We are examples of waves rising and prostrating until a sign is seen from the unseen, all you lovers. If they ask you all, who are you? Now, this is an important one. I said all of this to get to this point. He says, they'll ask you a question, who are you? And you have to answer this question for yourself. And he says, all you with drunken nodding heads. Because when people are drunk, they sort of fall asleep, you know, they sort of nod. So he's asking these guys who actually are not physically drunk, what's happening to you? And he says, the response of who you are is, tell them, I am the life, or the soul, the life within your life, within your life. So it's a threefold kind of inner being which exists as the beloved. And that is you. That is us. So this is what Rumi is talking about in terms of who are you? I am the life within the life within the life. He says, where is it? Here it is. گر کسی پرسد, if someone asks, کیایید ای سراندازان شما, گر کسی پرسد کیانید ای سراندازان شما, هین بگوییدش که جان جان جان. John, John, John. John is life or inner self, inner being. John. John, John, John. The life of life of life. The John, the life inside life inside life. That is who you and I are. ای عاشقان. گر کسی قواس نبود بحر جان بخشنده است. But if, he says, if you can't really swim its depths, still, he is forgiving. The sea of life is forgiving for those who cannot swim its depths. He gives away jewels for free. So even if you can't go to that level of John, 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 still, whatever level we're at, he bestows these blessings on us. The sea of life is complaining. So what gets in the way of these jewels that are coming our way? He says, complaining. This happened, that happened, why did this happen, why did that happen, grumbling, complaining, venting. This, he says, puts you in a chest. Well, you know, like a chest where you keep stuff. It's like you're trapped in a chest. It traps you in a chest. And we are free again when we let go of this constant mental complaining or verbal complaining that we do. And he also refers to a passage in the Quran which says, you thought you shot the arrow, but we shot the arrow. This is sort of like the Mahabharata, where you have Arjuna fighting against, he talks about his kinsmen, and he doesn't want to fight, and Lord Krishna tells him to fight and be without the three gunas so that he goes beyond. So here he is saying that he is quoting the Quran, who talks about the arrow during this battle that was shot. So the person thought, yeah, I shot the arrow. But then the divine told him, you know what? Guess what, buddy? You didn't shoot the arrow. We shot the arrow. So that's a very, very powerful kind of a metaphor that, we know it as, Yatinam Brahma Bhavati Sarati, where, the divine becomes the charioteer of your activity, and you are essentially guided, or you are guided by the divine. You become an instrument. So this is sort of that kind of a connotation.
You're not the doer.
You're not the doer. Yeah, exactly. You're being guided. And that comes from the manifest hunting ground and sends bowless arrows flying. So there is no physical bow, but the arrows fly. All you lovers. But he's talking about, he's referring to the lovers, people who are seekers, as people who can understand and achieve this kind of level of understanding and experience. I said to my heart, good choice. Oh, I'm sorry. He says, I was dismayed, because he's searching. He's searching for the beloved, right? You're searching for the beloved, and he's searching in his own heart for his beloved. I was dismayed when searching in my heart. I came and I saw the beloved asleep with the beloved. That sounds weird, right? And he says, then immediately, all you lovers. So he says, you understand what I'm talking about. He said, I said to my heart, good choice. And my heart laughed and said, the flower sits in the field of flowers. So the beloved will always be where the beloved deserves to be, among the flowers, in that place, in yourself. The Jana, Jana, Jan. Under my feet are flowers, under theirs is mud. He contrasts with people who don't have this experience. He says, those people are walking on mud, he's walking on flowers. When I march in the midst of the non-believers, all you lovers. So, this auspicious times it is when we, from the drunkenness of the beloved, are also drunk. So, from the drunkenness of the beloved, he gets drunk. He experiences that bliss from confronting, feeling the bliss of his beloved, his master, which is in his own heart. The sea of love is in a delicate state of suspension. So he's talking about the sea and the sea of love. But he says it's a very delicate state of suspension. It's not like you can force it, right? It says not under, it's not over, and it's not in between. So where is it? Yeah, that's the question. All you lovers. As soon as we saw the ray of light of the Shams, of the son of Tabriz is his master, from the east, the earth and heavens became pure absolute life. All you lovers. Okay, so this one is called I Have Returned. He's returned, so I'll just read it for you. He says, I have returned. Actually, let me see if I can find it here. So, here it is. We're right on schedule here. He says, I have returned, I have returned. Tidings I bring of our beloved. Look within me, gaze deep within. I come to you with compassion full. With joy I come with joy. I come to you, free from all. It has taken thousands of years for me to speak. I'll travel there will I go. I was soaring, up will I go. Release me, free me once again. I was brought here reluctantly, for I was a heavenly bird, forced to become earthly. I overlooked the trap and found myself caught. My friend, know this, I am pure light, not merely this handful of earth. Alas, thank you. My friend, know this, I am pure light, not merely this handful of earth. Alas, I am not an oyster. I had come as a king. Don't gaze at us with the eye of your face. Gaze unto us with your mystery-piercing eye. Come to the place and see us, for in that place I have come, traveling light. So, let's see. I'm going to try to read the Persian for you, if I can find it. Okay, I can't find it. Sorry. Ah, there it is. Okay. Actually, Sharon Naziri, the cousin of this guy who was the leader of this ensemble, has a really nice song where he sings this. And I'll find it and I'll post, if there's a YouTube thing on. You can go to rumiblog.com and find a lot of these. He says, باز آمدم از پیش آن یار آمدم در من نگر بهر تو غمخوار آمدم شاد آمدم از جمله آزاد آمدم چندین هزاران سال شد تا من به گفتار آمدم آنجا روم بالا روم بازم رهان کینجا به زنهار آمدم من مرغ لاهوتی بودم دیدی که ناسوتی شدم دامش ندیدم ناگهان در وی گرفتار آمدم من نور پاکم ای پسر نمشت خاکم مختصر آخر صدف من نیستم من در شهوار آمدم. So that's part of the.
What does a madame mean in this?
آمدم, I came.
Oh.
باز آمدم is I came.
Is that with an M or an
M?
M at
Yes.
the end. Madame.
باز آمدم. Okay, so I'm going to read you a story now. Because I think people like stories. And this is a really fun story. It's about Moses and a shepherd. So, and I'll find the Persian too and read it for you. But let me read it out. This one is not my translation, so I'm just going to read it. Moses and the shepherd. Moses saw a shepherd walking up and down and praying. "O God, who chooses whomever you want, who are you so I can become your servant and sew your shoes and comb your hair? Oh, that I could wash your clothes and kill your lice and bring you milk, O beloved. Oh, that I could kiss your little hands and rub your little feet and then And when you go to bed, sweep and clean your little chamber. I offer you my goats in sacrifice. Thinking of you makes me groan out loud. The shepherd was saying crazy things like these. Moses cried out, "Who do you think you're talking to?" The shepherd replied, "To him who has created us, by whom the earth and sky are made visible." "Watch out," thundered Moses. "You've become twisted. You're a blasphemer now. What's all this rubbish? Stuff cotton in your mouth." "Shoes and stockings might be fine for you, but how could it be useful to the sun," with a capital S? "If you don't stop saying such things, a fire will fall from heaven and burn the world. Some of it's come already. Otherwise, why would there be so much smoke in what you say? Why else would your soul now be so black and your spirit be rejected by God? If you really know about God's judgment, how could you have found your crazy talk just? The friendship of a fool is enmity. God in his greatness doesn't need such service. Who are you talking to? Your paternal or maternal uncles? Does the Lord of Majesty have a body and bodily needs? Only someone who develops and grows drinks milk. Only someone who needs feet puts on shoes. And if your words are addressed to his servant, to one whom God has described as he is me and I am he, then they're just as mad and blasphemous. Speaking without any respect to the elect of God murders the spirit and blackens your whole life." The shepherd cried in dismay, "Moses, what you've said has silenced me and burnt my soul to ash with repentance." He tore his clothes, sighed, turned hastily towards the desert, and vanished into it. At that point, God turned to Moses and said, "You have separated me from my servant. Have you come to unite or to divide? As far as you can, don't take a step towards separation. The most hateful of all things to me is divorce. I have graced everyone their way of acting. I have given to everyone their own form of expression. When another worships in this way, it merits praise. If you imitated him, it be worthy of blame. For him, his adoration's honey. For you, it's poison. I am independent of all purity and impurity, of all laziness and all diligence in worship. I haven't ordered my worship to profit from it, but to bestow a benefit upon my servants. For Indians, the language of India's admirable. For the people of Sind, the language of Sind. I am not sanctified by their glorification. It is they who become sanctified and pure. I do not consider the tongue and its words. I look at the spirit and character. I look into the heart to see if it's evil. The heart's the essence. The words only the accident. The accident's accessory. The essence is what matters. How many phrases, ideas, and metaphors can I stand? It's burning I want. True burning. Become burning's friend. Fire your soul with the passion of adoration. Destroy with this fire all thought and expression. Moses, those who know conventions are of one kind. Those whose souls and spirits burn are another. For lovers, love's flame arises with each moment. Taxes and tithes aren't for a village in ruin. If a lover speaks faultily, don't call him at fault. If he bathes in blood, don't go and wash the martyr. Blood for martyrs is preferable to water. Their impurities worth more than 100 holy works. Don't look for directions to those who are drunk. Why order those whose robes are in tatters to mend them? The religion of love is different from all religions. For lovers, God is their religion and their faith. So I thought this was an appropriate one for Valentine's Day, about love and devotion. Okay. Okay, so we will conclude with one poem from Rumi, which talks about the life water of love. So we started with love, we'll finish with love. Make the life water of love flow through our veins. Let me find the Persian version. So does it resonate more when I read the Persian first or the English first? Persian first? Okay. He says, آب حیات عشق را در رگ ما روانه کن. آینه صبوح را ترجمه شبانه کن. ای پدر نشاط نو بر رگ جان ما برو. جان فلک نمای شو و از دو جهان کرانه کن. ای خردم شکار تو تیر زدن شعار تو. شست دلم به شست کن شست دلم به دست کن. جان مرا نشانه کن. گر اساس خرد تو گر اساس خرد تو را منع کند از این روش. حیله کن و از او بجه دفع دهش بهانه کن. در مثل است کشقران دور بوند از کرم. زشقر می کرم نگر با همگان فسانه کن. زشقر می کرم نگر با همگان فسانه کن. ای که ز لعب اختران مات و پیاده گشته ای. اسب گزین فروز رخ جانب شه دوانه کن. So he says, make the life water of love flow through our veins. So we interpret the reflections of the morning wine for those who are still caught up with the night. Maker of renewed bliss, come and travel through our veins. Become the cup that reflects the heavens and go beyond the worlds. You are the uncanny archer of my intellect. Your way is to shoot reason. Take up your bow, use my heart as your arrow, and take aim at its core existence. If the watchman of your reason disallows you to do so, trick the watchman of reason and flee. Repel him and excuse yourself. They say that the red-maned horses are disloyal and unkind. Yet behold, from the red wine comes loyalty. Come and tell this tale to all. You, the bewildered one, who is dazed from the play of the stars in the cosmos, are walking on foot. Take a horse, pick a necklace, and gallop to your king. Rise, turn your hat to its side, and jump over every trap. Kiss the face of the spirit, comb the hair of happiness. Rise up to the heavens, get acquainted with the angels. So that concludes our stories of Rumi.
Thank you.
This is the epilogue.
What century was he in?
He was in the 13th century. He was born 1207.
Wow.
Yeah.
and was he famous throughout the centuries
Very
that
famous.
followed?
Very famous.
Or did his poetry get buried and then discovered? It was
It
always there.
It was very famous in his own time,
Oh, good.
and then beyond. Yeah, he
Oh.
had that good fortune.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
Rather than
exactly.
his
Posthumous.
glory.
Yeah, exactly.
Posthumous, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's great.
Yeah. Well, thank you all for coming, and happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you.
Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
And thank you, Suzanne.
It was fun.